It is written, my house is a house of prayer, but you have made it a den of thieves. And most of us know that story where he's upset with what they're doing in the temple and they're not making it a house of prayer. That word there for prayer is the same word that we see in Romans. And prosuchi is the Greek word. And it's the same word in Romans 12 and here in Luke 19. This word, I did the deepest dive that I've ever done on this word this week. And what I found out, it was more extensive than I've preached previously. So I'm going to give you a little bit of understanding about this. And then there's going to be another word that is translated prayer. And you're going to see how all this ties together when we pull that prayer journey up. But in this context, in Luke here and in Romans, prosuchi means to sit near. How many of you viewed prayer like that? To sit near. Sitting implies that you're not in a hurry. Right? If I come to your house and say I can't stay and stand at the door, you know I have no intention of sitting down. But if I'm willing to sit down, then I'm willing to stay a little while. Right? So this word prosuche that we translated prayer, I saw all these words with this same root. It means to sit near, it means to come near. Right? And as you go into that prayer journey to get near to God, there's a process that leads you, but to really get near to God, the objective is to get behind the veil, to come near. The next part of this definition is to approach, to draw near. This is part of the definition, to be expectant. Some people don't have any expectation for their prayers. They just do it out of religious obligation. They don't really go to God. If He said, if you pray, believe what you pray that you might receive it, so you can. But a lot of folks just pray out of obligation. So what I don't want to do this morning is load you up to where you feel overwhelmed about needing to go pray, but actually where you get excited about it. And so he says, another part of this definition I found up is to offer up communication. To come in and offer up the communication. Another part of this word means, or definition means to apply the mind to a thing. So your mind needs to be focused on what you're giving your attention to. And then finally, it means to attend to. So when you go in to spend time with God, that's kind of the approach you need to take. Now this other word will define. Now notice what's not in there in this word for prayer. Nothing about asking God for anything. So see, what I ran across, and if I die tonight, I'll probably be remembered in large part just for this prayer journey. All the feedback I've received over the years where God took me on the creek bank and taught me this. There is nothing in this first, or in the definition of prosuchi, that brings us to petitioning God, to asking Him for things. This is all relational.